Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to the channel once again, and we are back at the Hill project. So, in my previous video, we did talk about the gutter that we are constructing, for the heavy rain that flows on top from the hill all the way down. I showed how, the effect of the erosion. So, you can check in my previous video if you want to know more about that. So today we're going to focus on the the retaining walls, which is going to be in front of the house. Like normally retaining walls should be concrete and iron rods. I think I have a video of that here on the channel where we did one for a subscriber. It was really heavy and a lot of money. But here, because of the structure, the building which is in front, so we won't have much pressure of the rainfall or the earth moves. So we're gonna use block, and I'm working with engineer, so we have a strategy. He really knows what he's doing. You can see the size of the pillars in between, and also you see how the blocks are being laid. This thing needs no explanation. I can try to tell you what they are doing, but I'm not engineer. He knows the strategy, and if you watch carefully, the blocks are being positioned in different shapes. You see this one looks like flat, but you see as they are laying, they'll be changing the position of the block, and that strengthens it. So you can just watch and learn something from it. And I'll also state that it's not just blocks. We also put mesh, which is iron rods, in between them. So you'll be seeing as we go. I know this is going to be boring for some people. So whilst we are watching, let's share ideas about uh, building apartment in Ghana, because I have stayed in Ghana, and so this is based on my personal experience. So you can see how the blocks are being laid at this position. This is different from what we saw earlier on. And then in between them, you could see there's iron rod, a mesh in between them. I think later we will see. So I want us to just share an idea. This channel is to motivate people to build something, investment or personal property. And that is my goal here on the channel. The construction team came as a blessing, and I'm just trying to make it work, with these guys, promoting them. We are still learning, so the goal here is, building an apartment. So I think before I start to give, an idea of why I would like people to build apartments, I just want to put out, like, so far we've done cost estimate for clients, and so far the ranges which they fall in, the ranges. So if you look carefully, you'll see there's an iron rod mesh there. So I just want to mention that just so you know what is going on. So far we've done estimate for people who wants to build I would say 2 floors or 3-story building, and the cost estimate is almost the same. I think it's going to be 6-bedroom apartment, or eight, between 6 and 8 bedroom apartment. 2 bedrooms, I mean, it's 8 apartment but 2 bedrooms. The cost estimate we've had, is roughly between 80,000 to 85,000 US dollars. This is the ranges which it falls in between, which is based on your foundation, what kind of land you have. That also you know counts when when we have to start. Some people, we don't have to do much with the foundation, so when we are going, it's just straightforward. Some also needs a lot of work to be done with the foundation. Some need double staircase. Some also just one staircase is enough to serve everybody. Some have balconies at the back and the front. Some don't have. But then, like I said, if you want to build a 2-bedroom apartment on 3 levels, we're talking about between 6 apartment to 8. The range you can fall in is between 80,000 US dollars to 85,000 US dollars, and this includes the clearing of the land. That is, if the land is bushy, we have to weed it. It's involved. It also involves the storage, storage for materials, because this is going to be apartments. It's going to take some time to build it, so we need places to keep our materials. Sometimes some of the guys also sleep over to protect the material, so we need to construct a structure. The price I just mentioned, this comes in, the storage is included, like a temporary storage place. Excavator is also included. The plumbing works, the pipes and everything, without the cables. I mean, just the pipes. The plumbing is included. The electricals also. I mean, the electrical also, pipes included, and also with the roofing sheet. So the roofing trusses, the wood for the roofing and the roofing sheet is also included in the price I just mentioned, but without the plastering. So we're talking about only the superstructure. Plastering is included in the finishing. So just something like this, but I don't mean this size. This is huge. This is very huge, and also this is on the hill. So a lot of things went in the foundation of this project. If you really watch the beginning of this project, we have to do extra. So I just want to give you an idea how much it's going to cost you, because this is the estimate we've done so far for about, I think, 5 or 6 apartments, and this is the ranges, 80,000 to 85,000. But with this price, we added 8%. We added, which is include this 8% is included in the 80 to 85, and that is for transport and overheads, just in case something goes wrong or we have to top up something, inflation, and also unexpected, occurrences like what we just discovered here. We put all of those, things into that percentage. And we also go step by step. You don't have to give us all this money at once. No, we just let you know how much it's going to cost you. And then we work stage by stage, step by step. You know, foundation, we are done, we go to the next step. That's how we build Gigo Production. So this is just, by the way, to give you an idea, just in case you want to build an apartment, just as I showed in the picture. Something like this. This is what you're going for. So when the guys were done with the retaining wall, you could see how beautiful it looks in this area. If you watch my previous video, you saw how messy the whole place was. So here we have to start with the filling. We have to fill all the gaps, because with time, without any support side by side, the water can still break things up. So all of these things have to be filled up with sand, and you can imagine the amount of money sand you have to put in there to fill all of these places, man. So please, if you are buying your land, you should watch out. Watch out when you are buying your land. The team has done an amazing job here. Some of the blocks are doubled. If you watch carefully, the blocks are doubled at the down, because we have to put more filling there. So you could see the blocks are being doubled there, and then going up is just, I think, single blocks, and that is a gutter which is going to push the water to the neighbor. So it's up to the neighbor to also continue with the channel, with the gutter, to also take it to the next neighbor, and the neighbor will also take it to the next, and it goes all the way to the dam. If you've seen the view, you could see that there's water log it down there. So yeah, this is how far we've come with this journey. And also, one tip I would like to give is, if you want to build an apartment, most people are targeting Accra, but the land in Accra is very expensive. It's very expensive to buy a land. If you can afford it to build, fine. But this tip is going for people that come from places like Suhum, Akachi, like towns that have market days. Any town which has a government hospital, a secondary school, either Ghana Commercial Bank or Agriculture Bank, and yeah, these places. If there's any town which has these things there, that is the place you have to watch out if you want to build apartment, because governments send workers to these places every year. Every year, if there's a government hospital, there are nurses going there, there are doctors going there, and if it is a secondary school, there are teachers always going there every year. If it is Ghana Commercial Bank, they are always sending workers there. So every year they need new places to. There are new people coming there, and they need places to stay. And these places, we are talking about people who are coming from bigger cities like Accra, Kumasi, Sunyani, and some people all the way from the North Cape Coast. So if you have apartments, you have a one-bedroom apartment, more of two-bedroom apartment, and few of three-bedroom apartment, and you target the government workers, the nurses, the doctors, the accountant working at the Ghana Commercial Bank, the teachers, the headmasters. If you target these people and you build apartments in this area which has these three, sectors at the same town, you will make your money. Because also don't forget about national service, you know, personnels. Every year there's new personnels coming. So if you have these places, always you have money. If you build a one-bedroom apartment, a lot of one-bedroom or two-bedroom apartments, and you target these people, you will make your money. Not only based in Accra, and yeah, Accra is expensive. Even though you make more money having that kind of apartment in Accra, but sometimes we should also look, where we come from, and we can also do something to develop where we come from. We shouldn't base everything in Accra. So this is just an idea. My video is finished, but I just wanted to share this with you guys. So if you are watching till now, then you are a true Gigo fan. Thanks for staying with me till this far. I really do appreciate your time spent on the channel. Next week, we'll talk more about the retaining walls when they are almost done. Then we go into details. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in my next episode. Like, do we?